we were having this conversation about our communication and just our relationship in general, and how it wasn't on, well, what I felt that it wasn't on the same path. Like, of course, we had lots of things in common and we enjoyed each other's company and time and things like that. But it just felt like there was something missing. So I brought it up to this person that I'm like, I feel like every single time I, am excited or enthusiastic about, something that's happening in my life, or something even that I wanted to maybe do with that person. Like, I want to go here, I want to go there, I want to go explore and have adventures and things like that. But they were just not always on the same page or the same path as me. They wouldn't be enthusiastic about the things that I was enthusiastic about. They wouldn't really care. They were very disinterested in my business and the fact that I'm, an entrepreneur. And I just felt some kind of way about that, because I'm like, why are you never on the same path as me? And they would often say, like, well, to anything that I wanted to do, to anything that I had planned. And when they kept on saying, like, we'll cross that path when we get to it, or we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, I'm like, what are you talking about? Because I'm on the bridge. like, I'm across the bridge. I'm all the way across the bridge, or you're nowhere near my bridge. You're on your own bridge or a separate bridge, and you're not anywhere near my bridge. Like, I'm on my bridge and I'm even across the bridge, but you're nowhere to be found. You're nowhere to be seen. I was really upset with this person about this whole bridge thing and us being on separate bridges and separate paths. But I really had to understand this throughout my journey of learning about, like, mindset and personal development and growth and things like that. I was like, well, we are on different paths. We are on different bridges. And while I don't always love that we're on separate paths or different bridges or things like that, it sometimes is necessary, because not everybody can go on this journey with you. Not everybody is going to be on the same path as you. Now, as for me and my business and, like, my journey with entrepreneurship, I guess I just expected people to go on this path with me and to be on this journey with me. And a lot of people I have discovered are not on this path with me. And I know that if you are also an entrepreneur or content creator, business owner, you probably understand the same thing. Like, you maybe expected other people to be there with you, or to celebrate with you, to join in on the excitement with you, just over the little things even. And they maybe seem like just not interested, not enthusiastic about anything that you are sharing. And it just maybe seems like you're alone, or, you're on the bridge, but they're nowhere to be found, or they're not on the same bridge or the same path. And you're just like, how do I get on that path with them? And I just found, like, after explaining and explaining and explaining myself to people, of like, well, I'm doing this, I'm doing entrepreneurship now, and I'm excited about this thing, I just had to realize that, like, I couldn't keep on explaining to people what I'm doing and what path I'm on, and I couldn't keep waiting for other people to get on the same path as me or the same bridge as me or whatever. And I just had to learn that, like, it's okay if people are not on the same path as me or the same bridge as me or whatever the case may be, because we are all on our own unique path. Like, not everybody can go with you on this journey. Not everybody is meant to go with you on this journey. And you don't always want everybody to go with you on this journey. And I have just found that out, that sometimes it's best to walk this journey alone, and sometimes it's necessary to walk this journey alone, because sometimes people can also create distractions for you. Like, there are lessons and things along this path, especially if you are an entrepreneur or business owner, there are things along this path that you are going to learn, and there are going to be experiences that you have to go through and grow through, and other people can sometimes hinder that. And if they're not necessarily hindering it, maybe they're distracting you in some way from doing the things that are necessary that you need to be doing. I definitely can say this to, like, I used to be on the phone with like family members like all the time, like all day long, like job shift works. And that's pretty sad. Like job shift works of like conversations, being on the phone with family. And where did that get me? It got me nowhere. Like the time and the energy that I put into those calls, I was not putting it into my business or my brand. And this doesn't mean that you can't like have time with your family and friends. Like I don't agree with that at all. Like that's definitely not it. But what I am saying here is that if it's a constant thing where you are being blocked from taking action to do the things that you know that you should be doing, but people are creating these distractions for you, like sometimes people do that, and it's not a reflection of them in any way. This is the reality of it, that some people are not meant to experience the experiences that we are having, because everybody lives and everybody has their own reality. Everybody has a unique life path that they have to live. The universe has basically paved the way already. God has created the plan for our lives already. And we may not know that, but the universe and God have already decided that for us. So when we try to get people to come along with us and be on board on our path, they already have their own path or their own life to live. And it doesn't mean that they won't be, or they won't meet us on our path, or that we won't cross paths, or when we get to the point where we want to be, it doesn't mean that they won't be there as well. But it does mean that if they are not, that we have to understand that some people are in our lives for a reason or a season, and that is okay. It's hard, and I will never sit here and say that it's not hard, but I just want you to know that if you are experiencing some of the same things, that it does get a little bit better. It does get a little bit easier, especially when you are finding more joy and more, passion and energy in the things that you are doing or where you're trying to go in life. And I don't just mean material things, but like, if you wanted like peace and you wanted to grow, you want to experience life. And I just found that once I started to like not try to carry everybody with me, meaning people that do not have the same beliefs as me, they don't share in the same ideas as me, they don't have the same, drive as me to maybe go to different heights and different levels in life. And I just found that like I cannot try to take them with me. It's not meant to be. And the more that I hold on to that, the more I hold myself back as well. And it doesn't mean that I can't like visit them and see them and things like that, or speak to them ever. That's not what we're getting at here. It just means that sometimes you have to take a step back from people and also let them grow. Also let them experience the experiences that they are supposed to have as well. Because the more we also think that they are creating distractions for us, we are also creating distractions for them. We're creating a distraction for them to get to the point where they are supposed to get to. I had to take a step back from always trying to rescue certain family members, even because, it is not my job to do that. Even though it's nice to do that, it's nice to help people, but it's like, we truly helping them if we constantly block the blessings, the challenges, the struggles that they have to go through, the obstacles, the lessons that they have to learn as well, just as the same as we have to learn those lessons as well too. Even though I'm was on a different path than this person, and I was on a different bridge. That it's for a reason. And now I actually did start my business. Like, at first did not, like, I had this idea of entrepreneurship and being a business owner since I was like 3 years old. And even when I tried to do my first business, my fashion business, and that never really went anywhere and didn't fully get off the ground. I wasn't feeling good or motivated anymore, wasn't creatively fulfilled by it anymore. And then I just kept jumping around from business to business to business. And then I was still like afraid to, hop online and hop on social media and different things like that. And I just kept myself stuck and stagnant. And now that I have like gotten to this point now, like, of letting go of things that I cannot control and other people's lives that I cannot control, like, it is such a difference now. Like, it is such a night and day. It's a night and day thing. Like, now I get to really enjoy what I'm doing now. I am feeling like I'm on the right path now. I'm on my path. I'm not trying to live everybody else's life. I'm not trying to convince people anymore to join in my mission and my cause. I'm out seeking people that want to be on this path and this journey with me. I want to elevate them and inspire them and help guide them as much as I would love that from them as well. Like, and we inspire and guide each other, and I learn from other people just as much as they get to learn from me. And I think that that is the beauty of it, is like finding like-minded people in life or in business that you genuinely can connect with, that you genuinely share interests with. Like, feed into that, feed into those people more. The more that you do that, the better you'll feel. You won't feel so alone. And I am an introvert, so that's kind of hard too. Like, I'm an introvert and I don't like really branching out, and I'm not really okay with like going out and meeting with people yet. But the way that I have told myself that I wanted to start with connecting with more like-minded people was just to start on social media, just dropping somebody a comment every once in a while and just going from there, and slowly branching out, meeting new people, and then when the time comes, meeting people in person, and just building relationships slowly with people who actually want to go on this path with me to different heights. And it's okay. And I feel a lot less stress trying to pull people along with me and them battling and them not wanting to go. And and that's okay. So if you're experiencing this too, I just want you to know that, like, you will find your people. You will find people that want to go on the same path and be on the same bridge as you. And if you're looking for a community or anything like that, then you are more than welcome to subscribe to my YouTube channel here. Or also, you can meet me over on my Instagram page. That's my business page, at _gallery 713. I would love to have you there. I talk about mindset, personal development, and like business and branding and how to build a personal brand. And I just want to thank you for tuning into today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.